Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the top news for natural gas. Number one, the EU ministers are set to vote today on banning Russian gas imports by 2028. Number two, the EU natural gas storage level has reached 82.8% full versus the 5-year average of 91.6%. Number three, the EIA says North American LNG export capacity could double by 2029. And number four, Rio Grande LNG has reached FID on Train 5. This will bring the facility up to 30 MTPA. Let's turn to the spot November contract here on tradingview.com. Natural gas prices for November are up substantially, currently trading at 326.80, up 26 cents or over 8.68%. And as you can see here, we're testing that exponential moving average here that comes in at 3308, or excuse me, 9. That's the 48 period moving average. Why are we moving higher? Well, there's some divergence on the weather forecast, and Ukraine has hit the world's largest gas plant in Russia. What does that have to do with the U.S. natural gas prices? Nothing. This is an excuse rally. So let's turn to the hourly chart to see where we might go. And as you can see here, these are the pivot points on tradingview.com for the November contract. We're currently right now above that 325.80, and then our next resistance would be at 3378. This is substantially higher, but right now we look to see if this thing will fade and come back into that first resistance, which was at 313.30. And again, our pivot for today, 301.30. So right now, substantially higher. We've got a large gap in the marketplace and mild weather. So let's see what happens here. So let's turn to the weather. The 8 to 14 day temperature outlook is a little muddy. Looks a little bit like a rainbow here with above normal temperatures in the upper Midwest and New England, as well as Texas, but near normal in the Southeast and parts of the Pacific Northwest. So what's going on? Well, this is the model here from pivotalweather.com. And as you can see, right at the end of October here, this is the 29th, there's an expected cool front coming through here and pushes down as far as Texas and all the way over to Chicago. But this model is just one run, and of course, it's not synchronous with the other models. So we're going to see a lot of divergence here as we move through the week. And here's tropical activity. So we've got a storm here. This is a chance of 80% in forming in the next 7 days. This is in the Caribbean Sea. And as you can see, it's pushing out toward the west potentially, but the spaghetti models are all over the place. So some of them have it going into Haiti and the Dominican Republic, others have it going into Cuba, and then still others going into Honduras and Guatemala. So it's just going to be a little bit of a wild week. So expect volatility. And as you can see here from the satellite picture, this is the system that we're looking at that's forming just north of Venezuela. And of course, this is going to try to push westward, and then potentially hook back. It is not a threat to the U.S., but again, we talked about this is the area where tropical systems have a higher potential of forming here past October 15th. And for the mid-Atlantic, look what's finally started to subside. That's the Saharan air layer or dust. And as you can see, it looks like the season of pushing all that dust into the mid-Atlantic is over for now, at least for this season. And what else is going on? The drought. This is going to become a long-term big bullish picture here because we've got extensive drought across much of the United States, and this could affect power generation as we move forward. So let's turn to the stocks here. This is just the one-day performance because we've got such a substantial jump in natural gas prices. So how are our stocks doing today? These are the oil and gas E&P sector. These are a market cap between $2 and $10 billion, and they have a high short float. And as expected, our favorite CRK is up almost 5% to 1784. And then CNX is up 1.28%. The rest are kind of muddied here because crude oil is still down. So again, recapping here, the natural gas contract for November currently trading at $325.80, up 25 cents or over 8.31%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.